word to say this is a mendokusai na area. And well, this does end off the story, but really, just really, yeah, I'm only buying that from bro, because guess what? It's gonna arrive within a week, and damn, that's gonna be so quick. He already shipped it, so I can't cancel it anyway, so rip. It was $10 less, so I'm like, $10 is something. You know, I might spend that on food, but $10 is something, though. If it's my money, that's something. If it's somebody else's money, I'm like, oh, that ain't nothing, and lol. But if it's my money, yeah, that is something, man. $10 is, like, worth almost everything to me. If I were paid for every lawn I went to, at this point, I could collect all the figures I want. But, of course, I don't ask to get paid for lawns, because, in fact, I am the one getting paid through food and stuff that I've wanted already. So, no, that would be stupid. I'm not getting Hakari only because my mom. At least Inda Karane wouldn't look as bad in my room. Or that's what you thought! You got out of time! You know what pose I'm going for? I'm going for like a like, oh, come on, brother! You fell off for that pose. So yeah, I'm gonna go like this. Yeah, so this is gonna be our guide, and then this is gonna be our neck. And over our neck is going to be our posture. We're gonna make bro go like this. It's still Nate, but who cares? And yes, I love to draw my characters like this, as you can clearly see. Okay, so now that we have the pose secured, let's begin. So the way I'm going to interpretate the hair is kind of like this. So basically, I create a line, and kind of like this drawing I really love, except they don't ever make these figures. Like, come on, man. Hey, Avi, you had 6-7 months to do that. Like, I know it's pretty recent. 2024 is pretty recent. Like, I mean, come on, that's like only a year ago. Like, that's pretty recent. You know? 1 year is pretty recent, though. But come on, man. Seriously? Nah. No way we didn't get cut on it. Nah. They should have done, like, City and the other figures, but, you know, Bandai Presto is actually very picky when it comes to making a character. You can't tell them what to do. I mean, they choose what to make. You're not the designer. You're not the designer that gets paid for that. Probably these figure designers get paid at least a few thousand, like at least $1,000 per 3D design they make, which then the company massively produces. And then the more expensive the figure, probably the more the modeler gets paid. In all honesty, it really works like that. I'm using a reference so I understand what the hair design looks like. And actually, because we're facing your head... Oh! Look, I'm gonna have this eraser. When you look here, this is present this angle. So, we're technically gonna leave this side present, because you have to think of moving, and I'm talking to myself, because I love to talk to myself anyways. I always use my soft style. I'm gonna make sure to leave this as flat as possible. That's my goal. We're gonna make this as flat as possible. Now, I'm not saying if things are flat, I don't care. Of course, I mean, I don't like to really get into the topic much, but... Sutoiku is what I'm saying. Sutoiku. No. That's backwards. No, it's Sutoiku. Looks like this. Like, I'm getting Sutoiku vibes right now. But trust me, when I add the braids, this will look like Karane all the way. Also, just to keep in mind, my design goes... Whoop! Nope. Hey, Avi! That's cap! Stop the cap, bro! God, I literally have... I'm getting sick of it! Everybody knows! They know my worth! Bruh. Okay, I'm gonna skip this part for now. Yeah! That's how you do it! Now we're cooking! Now we're cooking Russo! I'm not even finished with the rest of the design. Now, honestly, is this gonna be an easy design? No, it's not. Designing them into my style is not as easy as you actually think. Even after this, yeah, I need to learn why angles exist and why you need them. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good with the angling so far. We gotta remember though, this is technically connected through here. We're not making Shizuka. Now I'm thinking of Shizuka right now. So Shizuka is the design. This is what I'm thinking of, braided Shizuka right now. So let's get those iconic. I want to smoothen them out for my design. So yep, like so. Ara. 上位になったね。ブラザー。I want this to look just as well into my style as any character would look. And of course, as you can clearly see, Hyokano's my thing for sure. I am fine with Karane staying here because it's flat, you know? You can't judge a character that's flat. You can't. There's no way. Like this, yeah, maybe. This, barely. 6'7". This, maybe. This, no. You can't judge anything that's flat. Really. It's not possible. You just can't. It's not possible. You can't judge anything that's flat. Like, it's really not... You can't see anything sus about it. Like, unless you know the background, you can't judge it. No. It's not possible. Like, already, the impression... There has to be, like, something really obvious about it to actually get it to do that. Like, to actually judge it. But you really cannot judge something that I have made flat. Of course, I hate making flat characters. Meanwhile, in our universe... Goofy did this. I'm getting sick of it, everybody knows. Karane has a huge forehead, we just know. KSI is tired to see it anymore. We're gonna make her like, angry like the monkey. I'm thinking of the monkey fairgrounds when I see this. I gotta smoothen out that school outfit, cause this is my style. I love to smoothen out things. Like, I go smooth on a lot of my textures. This is not fully referenced, it's just partially referenced, so I understand the design. And I only go hard lines on, like, key details. Like, for instance, the face, I gotta go a little hard on the details. But now that we've gotten to this point, here's where things get into a twist. Now we're going to kind of do our own thing. And yeah, technically, you could say it's copied, but you really have to say that to me? Really? In Wolves vs. Cats, we don't care much about details. We just care about the key ones. So, do I really care enough to give it enough detail? Heck no! This is my drawing. I can choose how much detail I give it. No. No. I don't care what you say. Yeah, I'm making Bro shorter than she should be. I sometimes accidentally mislead because they look young. I'm sorry, Diddy. I'm not saying that to be Diddy. Please don't cancel me. Cancelled within 6-7 seconds later. Ah! Just kidding. It's not a big deal. No Diddy, though. Nah. We're gonna also be able to... I'm gonna have to edge my opportunities. I often like to connect the hair with this piece, just because I think it's kind of cool. And just to make sure, Karane is not gonna be KSI. So, that is the only problem about this. Now, the video's coming up very soon. Alright, so with this, we're going to start some shading on the... I don't want this to look like young, so I'm gonna have to like increase something about it. The legs is what we're gonna have to increase. Oh, fuck! Yeet! I'm so sorry for doing that. Oh, I got to put good supports on that. You know what? We're doing supports on that later. All right, so. Obviously, let's give her the basic skirt. I love to do 4 riders. 4 riders is my best skirt I love to do. I love it because I only need to use 4 pillars and boom. I don't know, my brain's I do builds the way I do drawings. And I also hate it when I don't have water. That's the worst part. And it's already 4 o'clock. I'm such a disappointment. Well, we are getting Karane soon, within this week. I decided to buy that because I know it's not going to be sus, and it's probably going to be line field approved, so... Okay, we're also going to make sure to add our simple designs. So within this angle, we're going to add the eyes in. So yeah. That's a good radius. Yeah, good radius here. This is going to be our radius where the eyes will be. So I don't want it to look like... Yeah, the thing is, you cannot cross your eyes like that. They have to be straight. That's the problem I've been having. I'm not exactly using the reference, I'm just seeing it to make my own original post for it. So, let's start off. And also, the arms gotta be way bigger than that, little bro. If we want this to look more like it, I cannot make bro's arms long, but I gotta at the same time do use. Nah, I'm not making bro slender, man. I'm just gonna tell you that. I'm gonna also try to leave the design very dissonant, but at the same time very similar to Karane, because this is, after all, Karane's comeback. As you can clearly see, this is how I would draw an outfit. Even with or without a reference, I'm trying not to make this look short and small. That's not the point. I don't want bro to look young. I mean, no diddy. We're doing slender legs there. Now, I don't know what's in it that's making it look like that, other than maybe the face. I mean, I'm gonna check look, I'm gonna, hold on. I don't want people to see this. Yeah. When you see here, it needs a little bit more sharpness, and I'm kind of seeing that in my drawing, but it kind of isn't. Like, it's kind of present, the fact I do make OCs of my own and stuff, but it's also present that, hey, yo. Yeah, this really does look like my style, though. Yeah, look, you see, it's pretty much present, the fact you can see it. Like, you can clearly see this is wolves versus cats. And the pose I'm going for is like the pose that was at the Monkey Fairgrounds, like, that pose. And, alright. M-O-N-K. M-O-N-K. What does that spell? Monk, 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 monk. Monkey, monkey, monk, monk. And a monk, 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 monk. Monk goes to monkey fairgrounds. He clowns around, he plays around. He puts on monkey boxes and receives an albino. Monk, 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 monk. Monkey, monkey, monk, monk. And a monk, 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 monk. Monk. M-O-N-K. M-O-N-K. And a monk, 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 monk. Monk goes monkey fairground. He clowns around and plays around. He opens some monkey boxes and receives an albino. Yeah, monk, 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 monk. Monkey, monkey, monk, monk. And a monk, 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 monk. Monk goes monkey fairground. He clowns around and plays around. He opens some monkey boxes and receives an albino. Yeah, monk, 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 monk. Monkey, monkey, monk, monk. And a monk, 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 monk. M-O-N-K. M-O-N-K-A. And a monk, 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 monk. I really don't want to add too much detail, so we're gonna, like, I want to kind of give a cut detail here. Now, the best thing is, alright, I'll make a deal. If there's one finally selling in America for a reason, I doubt it, I will actually buy it. No jokes. As long as it's not like $80 or something insane. This time I'm going to try to hurry up and see how quick I can do this. 30 minutes! Oh, 20. Oh, that's not bad. だから僕はこんなのいただきます。共産党。It's supposed to go like this, like completely in, like. So I'm gonna have to completely scrap this arm and like make it like. Alright. Forget the arm. Let bro be armless for a moment. Screw the arm. We're gonna make sure that we add full angry mode. How do I make that angry effect? Like, do I do... That's gonna look like a star, though. What if I had, like... I've never really tried to make other expressions besides plain and plain and plain. I do not want bland expressions. We're not doing that. Also, I gotta make this the way I draw. I will never follow other people's references. The eyes have been highly inspired, like heavily inspired. The eyes are one of my favorite designs. Like, honestly, you can't say no to the eye design. I mean, if you put the pupil from Wushinoko into this, it would probably be the perfect mix. The eyes, very close, are honestly one of the most beautiful. Like, you've got to take a... I'm gonna just... Yeah, you've got to take a look. Like, the eyes are so good. Like, brrrah! Does this look anything like my design? I just want to see it. It honestly does. Except why is her eye so far up? I've had the connection of, like... This is giving the monk pose. Alright, I'm gonna have to hurry this up, because I want this to take at least only 30 minutes. Not an hour, just 30 minutes. No, lonely, I'm feeling lonely, crapping on the toilet. Chicken jockey, my chicken jockey, item stealer, bro, I don't know anymore. Chicken jockey, my chicken jockey, item stealer, bro, I don't know anymore. Lonely. This is the thing that everyone's been struggling on. This part. This part right here. Yeah, I think the thirds angle is one of my best. Is one of my favorite ones. Because I can make the eyes different, and they don't have to be even. That's what I like. Like, you don't have to even out the eyes, like... Yeah, Karane is probably... Yeah, we gotta start obsessing over Karane. We gotta start going flat, guys. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. Also, forgot to mention that the eyes must stay with an orientation, and I am not doing that. If I want to do that, Monk is gonna have to approve. I'm gonna have to cut through. Yeah, anyways, anyways, in this style, you can actually cut through the hair. It's weird, but true. Sometimes I edge it too much, though. Like right now. Lonely, lonely, I'm just so lonely. I am still a bro, I don't know anymore. Lonely, lonely, I just know I'm lonely. Monk. And also, I forgot to mention, if your eyes are round like this, rip. Because I want to make sure they're straight, and all the way straight. Your eyes gotta also have some width, like mine. Stretto maracade. Maracade. And also, not to forget, if eyes are too big, they will not succeed. Just for reference, this is how big the eye should get at peak. And yakuni, we must do that the other way around, and the eyes will only go big at peak for here. Thank you, Mount Everest, and you're welcome. You need to leave. You need to leave. The eyes are uneven. Just to keep in mind, you must keep your eyes straight and straight all the way. When in the straight of maraca, you must make the eyes completely even. You need to leave. I got a stupid meme. Okay, so now that I've officially made her eyes like this, we've now gotten to the good parts. So, it's now almost about to be 30 minutes, so it's even better that we're basically getting done. In this case, no blushies, because she is mad! In fact, the part where we should make very highlighted is up here. Now, do I approve? No. Why? Because I will not have... I gotta do a lot of correction, actually. First of all, this is where the hair should be, while this part of the hair should flow through here. It's more like this, so we get an easier adaptation to the hair, and now we have a good basin. And also, that is completely wrong. This is actually incorrection. I'm going to have to do a lot of correction here. Firstly, this has to go down all the way to the bottom. And this is to go all the way up to the top, like so. Correction number 2. Oh, again! Something has to go down to the bottom. And then back to the top. Now, I would have wanted to make it like this, but no, I think I'm okay. Expression-wise, I think it's already pretty much good for an anger management class. Angry face. No. Now this doesn't look a lot like a monk. I'm joking. I'm just saying that because it's monk, 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 monkey, monkey, monk, monk. There's no damn way I've actually gotten that correct. Okay, so now for this part, it's going to be pretty easy. And here is what I need to learn. I'm going to start with the right hand. The hands are going to be what's going to suck up my time pretty much. My hand is a free reference to how to draw. I do not hate I hate the separation gaps between bedtimes and stuff. No, is it the best hand in the world? Absolutely not. But do I want to lower down my frequency time in drawing? Absolutely, yeah. It's 34 minutes. Yeah, we gotta hurry up on this. No blushes, because she is mad. You do not give blushes to mad people. They're not blushing because they're mad. Unless Karane is mad for something romantic, but I doubt it. This situation, heck no. Tsundere is not mad because of that.怒った。This is really getting out of hand, though. This is really getting out of hand with the hair, though. Nah, the bot. I don't even think that was a bot, because it sounded like it joined 12 years ago or something crazy, but who knows? Maybe the bots can hack the age that the account is on.表情と目が大きい。表情と目が大きいと表情と目はこれをいつも作る。Yeah, I can do the skirt like that. Like, look. The eyes are supposed to be a little bit up like this, only to resemble like the anger issues. Scale issue! That is what it is, my friend. Scale issue! Can you go touch some grass for me? Oh wow, so you can't even touch grass? That's scale issue. Back. Oh god, we're gonna get a whole war over this, aren't we? Nah, that's just you having nonsense, man. Nah, you fell off for thinking we would get World War III over that slop. Guys, he fell off! Yeah! Oh, don't get to my mom's basement! Please, I'm Camaria! I need my money! Nah, Camaria, you fell off! You need to leave! Can you stop repeating the same memes, man?こんな私はないなでよかった。きっと毎日ね。I cannot add the nail. That makes it look like slop. こんならんFor those who don't know, I don't know. Get out! What kind of question is that? And also, just to inform you, it's not easy to draw a hand. You have to sketch it literally over and over. Dekireru does not exist. Maybe it has a different kind of verb, but it doesn't exist for I can do. Like, that doesn't make sense. So it doesn't exist as a true verb. But if dekiru was like a different kind of verb, then yeah, it would probably be that. Alright, so here is the finished result. What happened to the eye? Nah, I gotta fix that, man. What happened to the left eye? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I can't even really fully nailed it back, but here's what it looks like. Kuniguni de Hyakano no Suredo. Yeah, Suredo. The only thing that has kept me to pieces was mostly hyokano after all. The realization of reality snapping into my eyes really changed how I was, in a bad way. I felt depression for a while, but getting rid of it isn't so easy. Me thinking of myself as a foreigner also doesn't help. I'm thinking that I'm repeating over and over, but that's not the thing. Sometimes I just need a break. And if I need that break, or I'm forced to take that break, I will. But it won't happen again on Tuesday. Sinai versus Wolves. But honestly, beauty's weirdest occurrence in a name. Wolves versus Cats got its name at some point. And the only way to properly draw an E is to also be an E. Okotta Inda Karane. Okotta Karane-san. Okay, and that should leave it off for the day. But the hands look incredibly, goblin realistic, but ignoring that, here's the result of 40 minutes of drawing. It's not that terrible, actually. I feel like I'm lowering the time that I spend on the drawing, really. No adjustments, no nothing. It is what it is. As is will stay. No adjustments. I want to leave it blank, bland, and no major details. I mean, I don't do the same with this one, so we're going to leave the same thing here. Alright. I'm going to sign this live on camera. Chigal. Yes. Yeah, I will never search up source images of it. But the thing is, in the morning, I almost did nothing. I literally focused on schoolwork, and now I feel burnt out. Yeah, I really need to work on the leg surfacing. Oh, I didn't mean to show my face. Moscow. I'm gonna leave this video. I'm going to close it out. Ha ha ha.